Macca's guides.
Next up in our Crash Bandicoot 4 walkthrough, we're doing the level Jetboard Jetty, the final level in Salty Wharf. There's also a boss battle at the end of this one, and as you can see by the timer, it's a really long level. I don't think it's too hard, but there's definitely a lot of things you want to learn about the level before you go for that perfect relic. And as I said before, there is a boss battle at the very end, and there's a lot of kind of small BS ways that you might get insta-killed as you play through the level. This level also introduces us to a couple of new enemy types, including the big sharks that throw bones. For these, you basically just want to time a jump or a, kind of deke to the left or right to make sure to avoid those bones. Additionally, there are a lot of platform, moving platform sections, and we're introduced right here for the first time in this game to the jet ski. You may remember this from Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, but at this checkpoint you should have 33 of 196. For this, you want to steer forward, left, right, and you can also use the X or square button to boost. You'll want to boost to get off ramps to get extra height, and you'll want to also boost as you're going near a whirlpool. That'll help you make sure you don't get sucked in. At this checkpoint, we are at 42, and we can start the bonus level, which isn't too bad. Again, you can die as many times in the bonus level as you need to, as these deaths don't actually count. Now, for the rest of the level, I will be in and out of commentary to help you with some of the sneaky sections, but hopefully you're able to practice and get that perfect relic down. During this section, you'll have to ride the platform and watch out for any of the spiky traps. You'll have to also grab any boxes, and at the end there's always a slide you'll want to time. Additionally, you'll pick up a mask here. I would highly recommend you try to keep this mask with you for the remainder of the playthrough, as I said, there is a boss battle at the end, and it is pretty useful to have that mask just in case. Also, avoid that nitro, grab the boxes, and make sure you grab the exclamation box, the metal one, before you continue, as you'll need to grab the boxes. If you miss them, it's very hard to go back and backtrack in this level. For this, make sure you start these jumps as late as possible, or else you won't make it back onto the next platform. And then, at the very end here, slide under, and then go on top of these metal boxes to grab the hidden gem. We're going to do a quick counter for how many boxes we have. I'm going to have 108, but there is a chance that if you had a mask and accidentally touched the nitro crates, you might have 110. But you need to have at least 108. Now just do the next jet board section. At the end of this jetboard section, we'll do a quick counter for how many boxes we have, 117, and we can now start the green gem path. You would have unlocked the green gem by doing hit the road or truck stopped previously and grabbing those gems. If you followed the video series, I did show you how to grab those. After the green path, you'll have 139 of the 190 plus boxes, And here you have to watch out. You're going to be phasing in and out, doing a couple of jumps. The jumps aren't too bad. You have to be very careful with these boxes, though. There's a jump up box here you do not want to accidentally break, as there's 2 boxes hidden right above it. So make sure you grab those, and then I'm going to backtrack to grab this one just to make sure we have everything. Going to be very careful here. This level's very long. You don't want to miss anything and then end up, you know, ruining 6 or 7 minutes of your run at this point. There is also some platforming here. There's a box, and underneath there is a metal box. You'll have to phase into it, so make sure you grab that or else you won't be able to get this next mask. Then there are some boxes here. You want to jump off the box when you can in order to avoid the bones, but sometimes the bones will go through the boxes and break them for you anyways. Just continue on until the next jetboard section, where I'll rejoin you with a little more commentary. Before hopping on the last jetboard, you want 173 of the 196. And here what we have to do is steer these barrel rats into these mines. This way they will explode and we can easily make our way past them. However, it can be tricky, and if you don't time it right, you can get into a little bit of a dangerous spot. So as you can see here, I'm trying to time the ramp so that as I go across and the barrel guys try to come towards me, they go straight into the mine. Now, I barely missed it by maybe 1/3 of a second, so I ended up trying to panic here. Ended up kind of doing some circles just to make sure this guy didn't catch up to me. And I also wasn't sure if I missed a box at the beginning, so I had to do some loops, verify that all the boxes were taken care of, and continue. There's also a very specific timing pattern for the next set of these mines, where if you've done correctly, you can get all 3 of them without really having to worry. And then there is a short boss battle after, and you'll probably be missing 2 crates. So at this point in the level, you'll either have 194 or 196, depending on if you accidentally triggered the nitro barrels boxes or not. And then there is a small boss battle. A tentacle will arise, and then 2, and then 3, so there's kind of 3 phases. And the barrel dudes will come out of the sides. Just put the tentacle between you and the barrel, and if the barrel smacks into the tentacle, it will explode, causing damage to the boss. The tentacles also slap down into the water every now and again, so you need to make sure you avoid those. But if they slap down into the barrel boys, then they will also take damage. So you're just going to be doing loops here, making sure to stay alive. Obviously, having some extra masks here is very helpful. It allows you to absorb a hit or 2 instead of having to do this perfectly. This isn't hard by any means, but it can be very easy to make a small little mistake and accidentally get hit, like I actually just did on screen. And before you know it, you'll be done. If done correctly, that perfect relic is now yours. Congratulations. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Shout out to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Elder Ghost, Puffy Vins. I'll see you soon. Peace.